Happy Halloween, everybody. I don't know exactly when I'm gonna put this up, but most likely today or tomorrow. So it may most likely be around Halloween. So anyway, to get right into the video. So I wanted to do a video on this Dwight Howard thing. So this has been a hot topic for the last week. So anybody who does not know the backstory on the Dwight Howard situation or who he is a NBA player for the LA Lakers, and he has been outed for being not only gay or DL, but also for a rape or forced sex allegation, I should say. And this man has, I've never heard of him being in in the blogs or anything about being gay, but it all of a sudden has come out of the for him to be by he was hooking up with some guy, and then he ended up they ended up linking up with a transsexual, either a trans woman or a crossdresser to do a threesome. And this crossdresser or trans woman has went and basically tried to say that he was, that Dwight Howard was trying to force him into a threesome or force sex on him, and he's trying to get money and shit. This is not a new story. As far as that goes, that has happened plenty of times to plenty of artists and athletes. So, to get right into it, my commentary on this is a couple different things I want to address. If y'all have not seen his reaction to the blogs and everyone saying about him being bisexual or gay or DL, he has responded to it. I might put a clip here, I might not. I'm sure that you guys have all seen what's been going on. You know what I'm saying? You can go and look on anybody else's YouTube channel, and they should have some type of dialogue of what he's talking about. If not, you can find it. Basically, Dwight Howard's response was like, who cares? It was a lot of deflection, a lot of going around the point and beating around the bush. I told y'all this is what DL men do. Okay, I've said it in plenty of other videos. DL men do not address shit head on. They live in the argumentable space. Everything that they do, they think about it before it happens and before they address shit, and they make everything a confusion to people so that way you cannot, who's to say what is true? This is also a narcissistic trait. I've said that before, that a lot of black men in general, but when you add gay on top of it or bisexual, the narcissism chances are so much higher. You know what I'm saying? And when he was responding, it was obvious narcissism. Oh, who cares who I'm texting? Yeah, I was texting so and so. So what? Who cares? Who cares? You know, they have to try to make it like everyone else is being something and being obsessed about something and worrying about something that they shouldn't be and all this other shit. This is the reason why y'all, when I get a lot of comments and people saying that, you got to separate your sexuality from your personality, they don't know what the fuck they talking about, and that is a myth, y'all. If you think that you're getting ready to sit up here and separate, especially as a black man, now somebody else might have that luxury, like a white girl or something, but black men don't have that luxury. We can't go out here and say that we bisexual or admit to a certain lifestyle or gay or something, and then that's not gonna push us into other directions. That is definitely gonna push us into other directions. Your sexuality is a part of your personality. Okay, if people don't know your sexuality, they don't know who the fuck you are. I'm sick of people saying that, like, oh, being gay or being bisexual is not a part of your personality. Y'all make it a part of y'all's personality because that's what the fuck we have to do. Because everything that we do after that, it stems from that, or we have to take that in consideration. That's just like telling a rich person that, you know, sending your kids to the well-off school versus sending your kids to the poor school is not going to have a different, they're not going to have a different lifestyle. Or that's like just saying being having $1 million, being a millionaire, and then being a thousandaire. That's two different things. That's two different lifestyles. That's no different from being straight and gay or bisexual and straight or whatever. It is going to put you into a different lifestyle. You're going to have different mindsets. You're going to have a different way in life. Your sexuality might move you to a different city, a different state, you know what I'm saying? A different country. Your sexuality might have you around different kinds of friends. All right? Your friend group, your social group, your community is going to look different. Your overall lifestyle will change. You know what I'm saying? I don't understand when people be doing that. Like, oh, your sexuality and your personality is not the same. So just to go ahead and explain and get all y'all to understand who do not understand that, you are forced in this lifestyle. That's why DL men do this. That's why they're the same ones that think like y'all do, that their personality and their sexuality is two totally different separate things. That's why they don't feel like it's none of y'all's fucking business. They don't have the same conscience that open men have. See, the reason why, if y'all look at some of my last videos, I said that one of the main reasons why I was ready to come out was because I wanted the people that I love to know who I really am. They have to have that kind of conscience. They don't have that conscience. DL men don't give a fuck about that. They look at this, that they look at themselves above everyone else. They don't, most of the time, okay? They don't care about, that's why I said narcissism is a direct linkage to being DL in another video, because they don't have that conscience to care about that. They don't look at that like that. They look at that like that's their business. Mind your business. You can still know me without knowing my sexuality. Just because I like to fuck dudes, that has nothing to do with you. That's how DL men think. And there is a bit of truth in that. You know what I'm saying? So I don't totally disagree with that. But I also am a real ass nigga. I'm going to keep it real with y'all. Your sexuality makes a difference in who you are as a person. It makes a difference in everything. That's the reason why DL niggas exist, because they know that, and that's why they're going to stay DL, because they don't want people judging them. They don't want to be pushed over into a certain realm. They don't want to be forced into certain societies. They don't want to be forced into certain communications in certain spaces with certain people. They don't want to be constructed like that. And there's nothing wrong with not wanting to be put into a box and shit, because that's what this world does. So I understand on both ends. The world got issues. The DL men individually have issues. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, niggas DL. They don't have to admit it. They don't have to deny it. That's how they are. When they're doing that, that's how you know that they're DL. Y'all done told y'all that. Kevin Gates, DL. Lil Baby, DL. Nigga, somebody done been shown in a video palming his ass. If y'all haven't seen that. Lil Baby, your favorite rapper, getting his ass palmed by a whole dude in backstage and shit. Ain't flinch, ain't do shit. That shit felt natural and normal as fuck. I pay attention to body language. Body language will tell you everything before a person will. A person can fabricate their words and even their actions. But their body language and their responses to shit immediately, that is their true feeling about shit. A dude come up and grab and palm your ass and you ain't said shit, you ain't flinch, it didn't feel unnatural to you, you weren't uncomfortable or nothing. See, it takes one to know one. And because a lot of y'all don't know one, they can sway and manipulate y'all easily. Because y'all not. Especially females, y'all will almost never really be able to tell a man's sexuality. I'm gonna keep it G. Because a lot of gay men and bisexual men will never know either. Unless we have sex with them. That's the only reason why I'm able to tell you shit, because I have experiences that I'm able to tell you. As a female, you would never get an experience to have sex to know if a dude is really bisexual or not, because guess what? You're not a man. And then two, you don't have a dick. So even some trans men may not even find out about some niggas being bisexual, to be for real. You know what I'm saying? And DL men, bisexual men, and other gay men, y'all will not know a man's sexuality either unless you have sex with him. I'm not talking about sexuality, but sexual position. Because somebody asked, like, did I think that Dwight Howard was a bottom or a top or versatile? You will never know that shit. I don't know. I can't tell by looking at that nigga. Anybody who says that shit by looking at somebody, they're not fucking real, y'all. They're assuming. That's called being presumptuous. You don't know that just because they look like that, just because they talk like that, just because they act like that. That doesn't mean they're a bottom just because they're feminine. That doesn't mean they're a top because they're masculine. With a beard, that has nothing to do with their sexual position, y'all. You can literally be anything and act any way or have any identity and still be a top or a bottom or a versatile or side, which is what the fuck I just found out about. I didn't even know that that shit existed. But now they got a whole nother one called side where you don't do penetration, you just do oral and play and foreplay and shit. I'm gonna do a video on all of those later, on all the updated sexual positions and pronouns in the community, like a part 2 to my top, bottom, and verse, like our sexual positions video. But yeah, oh, I hope I'm not getting sick, bruh. But yeah, so that's the main thing I wanted to say about that. And also, to add on there, I don't believe that there was no sexual assault. Okay, not to put nobody's community on blast, but we already know how the trans women get down. All right, they likes to do this type of shit to niggas. What's that called? Extort niggas and shit. They like to do that, you know. Dwight Howard and all the other DL dudes who are getting outed by these flamboyant dudes. Okay, now let me address that. I've said numerous of times, y'all, that the guys that go for trans women or cross dressers, men who dress and act like women, are the worst. Let me tell y'all why. I've said it in other videos, but let me just give y'all a little bit more description. I feel sorry for my fellow trans women, my sisters in the community, because y'all deal with some of the most bravery coming out here living in y'all's truth, and then just for y'all to only attract the worst type of nigga in this community, or not even in the community, because most of them is DL, but y'all attract the worst kind of person that goes into this community, in my opinion. You rarely see trans women being cuffed, wifed up, boyfriend, girlfriend, whatever. Like, you rarely ever see them being taken serious in relationships. All right? Which I don't think that they deserve, because I've come across some very respectable trans women, not just the typical ones. You know what I'm saying? Also, y'all always being hidden and always being treated like back burner and shit. You know what I'm saying? So I just feel like y'all attract the worst guys, and when I be trying to put y'all on game, I get a lot of flack. But it's because I think y'all know that that's the only options that y'all have. But let me just keep it real with y'all real quick. If y'all can just be transparent and open-minded with me and not get offended. Y'all, if the man was anywhere right upstairs, he wouldn't be going for a person who has the identity of the opposite sex but has the equipment of the same sex. If they were, if y'all like to argue about y'all are women equally, well, if that was the case, why is the man dealing with going after you specifically, and not just dealing with a woman who has a vagina and looks like a woman on the outside, one, okay, and then two, they also don't go for masculine men like myself. The men that go for trans women do not tend to go for masculine figures as well. So you got a subsection of men who are not necessarily gay, because to be gay or bisexual really is to go after same sex and opposite sex is bisexual, right? When you are a straight man and you go only for trans women, or you go for real women and then you'll go for trans women, but you won't go for a man, like a masculine man or a gay man that's just masculine appearing, or even a flamboyant boy, but because he not identifies as a woman, you won't go for him either. That is a psychological thing, y'all. That man is literally dealing and battling with so much internally, because think about it. What's the difference between messing with you and a real woman, or even a real man? They don't want the best of both worlds. They want this special entity of a person like yourself as a trans woman who looks like a woman, but has male equipment. There's something about that to me that I just think about what kind of person is attracted to that. And I can only think about the guys who like freaky fetishes, like, foot fetishes, and, you know, dominatrix or something. Like, these, like, I feel like y'all kind of are into like this like freak of nature sexual obsession realm in the community. Like, y'all not really being treated fairly. Y'all not being treated like humans. Because like this type of man, y'all, is not a real man. He's not about to take you serious. You're not about to get, you know, treated like you're supposed to be respectfully with this kind of man. Because if this man was anywhere right in his head, he would go after a real biologically born woman, or he'd also be open to messing with sissies, like, flamboyant men or even masculine men, before these men to specifically go after trans women. It goes to show that they have a lot of shit that they're battling on the inside, okay? That means that I want you to be my freak fetish, but I want you to look like the average bitch walking down the street. Now, that shit right there, I don't like to judge, because a lot of people will say that about bisexual men. We like a thug in the streets and a bitch in the sheets. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, that'd be true sometimes. But that's more of a personality and a mannerism, demeanor switch up that we like. These niggas want you to be a woman, but not one that has the fucking woman equipment. That shit is weird to me. You know what I'm saying? So that's all I wanted to put on that. That's just my opinion. I do think that y'all need to be respected more. Y'all need to be treated better. Y'all need to be put on, real life shit. Y'all need to be putting in relationships and shit. I don't never see none of y'all in no relationships or nothing. But then y'all will defend yourselves against these men and say, oh, these men are not gay. These men are straight. They are attracted to women. If you're a trans woman, you're a woman. So that doesn't mean that he's gay. So then what the fuck is he? Because if that was the case, he could just go for a real biologically born woman. What is he going for you specifically for then? Can I get that answered in my comments? All right. But yeah, like I said, y'all, these are the worst kind. And Dwight Howard, based on when I'm looking at these videos, when he's responding and shit, it gives narcissistic energy so strong, y'all. That ego, that I'm not going to admit to shit. I'm going to dance around the issue. Nigga, if that was the case, you shouldn't even fucking addressed it. These motherfuckers be wanting clout. You know what I'm saying? There was no point of you address. If I'm not going to go ahead and just tell y'all what something is and answer the questions, I'm not going to address it. What are you addressing shit for, but you're not really saying anything? Y'all open up y'all's eyes and understand when people are being manipulative. You know what I'm saying? People who being manipulative, they dance around topics. They don't go straight for the jugular. They dance around the truth. You know what I'm saying? That is all manipulation right there. He didn't keep it G. He didn't do a coming out story. All right? He didn't do he didn't even do a motherfucking damage control story. This nigga didn't admit it or deny it. That lets you know right then and there he's DL. Come on. If anybody was to accuse you of doing something or being somebody that you're not, it doesn't matter how good or bad it is. you're gonna most likely deny that and say, nah, I ain't got no problem with them, but that ain't me. You know what I'm saying? Nah, this man won't even do that. That's how you know that that's what it is. And honestly, he right in a sense, in just a sense, because nobody does give a fuck. I really don't. I didn't even know who the fuck the nigga was until y'all started talking about the nigga and his sexuality. You know what I'm saying? So that's another reason why these niggas stay on the DL, because y'all highlight this topic so much. But we would not have even heard about this nigga all week if it wasn't for this shit. When was the last time Dwight Howard had been in the blogs? You know what I'm saying? What else do I want to say about it? But yeah, basically to wrap this up, I do believe that he's DL. This to me comes off like openly DL. I don't know if anybody else got that same vibe, but that was openly DL to me. You know what I'm saying? So that's obvious. His sexual position, I don't know. I do not care. I would assume that he may be versatile. If you want me to just give an opinion out there, I assume he could be versatile because, from my experience, narcissism is everything. It's submissive, it's aggressive. They just play whatever role they need to play to get by whoever they want and impress whoever they want and get what they want. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like definitely versatile. Also, what else? I don't believe he was raping nobody. I don't believe nobody was forced into shit. You don't, as a rich nigga, I'm telling you, you ain't gotta force nobody to do a damn thing. All you gotta do is throw their ass some change. You know what I'm saying? This motherfucker was trying to get up on this nigga by trying to file some sue shit, trying to get some money, trying to out this nigga, trying to get some popularity, some clout, trying to get a check. You know that's exactly what the fuck the cross dresser or whatever the person, whoever the person was that was called Kitty. You know what I'm saying? That's what they was on. So yeah, y'all, that's my opinion on this. We already know that this will be a continuing thing. I will try to cover each celebrity who was outed or outed or accused of being DL or whatever. I only do this shit for y'all at this point when it comes to the celebrity topics, because I honestly don't care to do celebrity topics, but I see that they will benefit y'all. Getting them from my opinion, because all the other creators that I know that make content that are gay or bisexual, they all only talk about celebrities. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like there's like a dozen, like there's hella commentary on that, or YouTubers on that kind of commentary. So that's probably why I don't really care to do it. But I'll start adding it as a segment on my channel. I've already done it. I've done a little baby one. I've done a couple other ones. So yeah, I'll do that. You know what I'm saying? So like, comment, subscribe, because the channel's about to go up. Trust and believe. It's about to blow up. So like, comment, subscribe. Thank y'all for watching. I will see y'all on the next one, because Kelzo say so. Peace. Oh, and excuse my hair. All right. I just got it not too long ago. Don't be talking shit. I know I look like a fucking wild ass Arab right now. Man, but yeah, y'all. Like, comment, subscribe. I'll see you on the next one.